Uh, Clause 6.6 is external provided products and service. This clause emerged 4.5 subcontracting, testing or calibration, and clause 4.6 purchase and service and supplies in the 2005 version of 1725. In the new version of ISO 9001, the word subcontracting is no longer used. It is classified into externally provided products and service. So the new version of 1725 adopts the same approach, no longer use the word subcontracting, and emerge the clause 4.5 and the 4.6 to create a new clause, external provided products and service. So the product and services provided externally may be incorporated into the testing or calibration activities, such as reagents, calibration service, reference materials, and so on, and may also submitted directly to the customer. Traditionally, we call it subcontracting. The PT program participate is also kind of service the laboratory may use to support the operation of the laboratory. If the laboratory uses an external body or person to help conduct internal audit, is also a kind of service that the laboratory may use to support the operation of the management system. The laboratory shall have procedure for defining, reviewing, and approving the requirements on the product service, and also need to define the criteria for evaluation, selection, monitoring the performance, and re-evaluation of the external provider, and also need all those products and services conform with the relevant requirement. If the laboratory identify the products or service or provider cannot continually meet the requirements of laboratory, the laboratory shall take some actions. For example, and select another provider or select other type of products or service. The laboratory also need to maintain the records for those activities. The laboratory should convey to the external provider what kind of products and service they want to get, and how to define the quality of the service and products, what's the acceptance criteria. And for some contracted activities or calibration service may competence of the personnel may be required by the laboratory. And if the activities are to perform at external providers' premises, and this information also need to convey to the provider to ensure that the external provider can provide qualified service and products. So, and there's questions, what kind of activity are to be performed at the external provider premise. So I just give you one example. For example, subcontracted activity, and those activity will be conducted as external providers' facility or premises. And some calibration may carry out at the calibration laboratory. So this is also a kind of typical example on this. In the new version for 1725, there's no longer required that laboratory maintain a register of subcontractor, and also don't require the laboratory to maintain the list those approved suppliers. So the laboratory only need to ensure the quality of the products and service they get from the external providers can meet their requirements. Okay, that's all the requirements in section 6, and I think you may need coffee time to refresh yourself. Thank you.